Yes, outside dog.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Up next, it's our main event between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. He'll throw off the play fake. Throwing deep right away. This is caught inside the 15. And in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 22. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Let's go.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. That one's complete right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
19 Tiger. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 18 Raptor. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcats.
Back to the air, McCarthy. That's completed right side. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Trying the right side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers get 6 more on their early advantage. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11.
14, Vikings 3.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. McCarthy operating from the pistol. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's second down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
McCarthy trying again on second down. And downfield, he's got it. That's Jones. And they had somebody there for that quick stop, but a nice completion gets him across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught, nice gain left side. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get 23 on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Offense to the line fast.
19 Lions, drag him 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He rolls to his right. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That's brought in, it's his back, Jonathan Taylor. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there, second down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Going again now, McCarthy. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback? Oh, and it's no good. Just his second missed extra point of this season. And they failed to tack one onto that touchdown. So after the missed extra point, he's still out there, and he's going to put it back in play. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Handoff now from the gun. Cuts it to the right sideline. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Remaining 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
Back to the well again. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're at the end of 1. So they'll get to scheme about this 3rd down call for a bit. That brings us to the end of 1. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score.
70 ring, Broncos.
Back to throw now, 3rd down. It's caught by Wilson. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers hold an 11-point advantage. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers push the lead up to 12.
Vikings 9.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. McCarthy throwing here. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback goes man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. McCarthy to throw it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And the Vikings first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Taylor going downfield. It's caught. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down from the 42. Play action, McCarthy. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. All in left side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Trap 60. Come on. Set. Head 19 tight. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19. Pass number 11. 79 Broncos. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Check out.
Again, McCarthy to throw. Throw is caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And this is intercepted. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. 19 Pioneer.
On play action now, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to catch him right as he gets this to the 30. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
And the 32-yard line.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Passing downfield, working the left. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Kate, we see it every week in the NFL. So many of these defenses are predicated on not giving up the big play. So when you get a chunk play, yards like that thrown into double coverage to your tight end, you will take it every time and twice on Sunday.
Track him 60. Stop goal 18. Head to 60. Head, trap 60. Trap 60. 60 ball trap 60.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down. New set of downs for them from the 31.
1st down, Minnesota.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. It is cut left side. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's go. 60 Vices.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Puts this underneath to Taylor. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Running right, this is Taylor. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This is 3rd and goal. They're backed up to the 9.
Here we go. Sack. Warriors 70. 18 Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 19 Lions.
Third and long for him here. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on fourth and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
So the offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on fourth and goal. McCarthy to throw for it. And he won't come through on fourth and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And working a couple yards past the line. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go. Like the tracker, 60. 70
to the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
He's back to throw. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. Tampa spends its second time out now. They've got first down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll throw it. That's Worthy running the slant. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. To throw. Here's McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Chased out to his right. Well, right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Extra man in the secondary for the Bucs on 3rd down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. McCarthy operating from the pistol. He has the first over the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. He could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
Now McCarthy and the Vikings getting all set for the 2-point attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
70 range. 79 Bronco.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Another carry for him. 2nd down run gets him 5. Now they've got 3rd down.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we can call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Here we go,
They give it to him again. He couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. He He's got room to roam. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Wilson on the slant. And he gets this forward to the 19.
See, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, they're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. Same guy, Wilson again. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grab the lead on their first series of the half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And downfield, he's got it. So that's Dobbs. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Seibert's able to connect on that extra point. And the Vikings push their lead to 3. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. And
The
it's
Bucs
struggling
take
to
over
center it.
first
Oh, it's loose!
at their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
Hey, Kate, let me toss this one out there. The only thing this defense did well was not give up a touchdown, and they're lucky he didn't score because it was sure looking like he was destined for 6 on that fantastic run.
Ready up.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
On 1st down, they'll run. And 2nd down's going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Warriors 70. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll throw. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Vikings 31.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. So 2nd down coming up. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. He throws a bullet to the center. Big gain downfield. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off of that gain.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Tag. Head to 60. Head to 60.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Give that tackle to Johnny Newton. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. kick the running back in motion.
18 run. 18 run.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. All right, here we go. Second down.
60 Bison. Mustang 19. Riggs. Dragon 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Buffalo 18. Warrior 70.
McCarthy to throw it. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ready up.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Ready. 19 light. Cup 19. Cup 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11. Take over.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. New set of downs from 37.
Here we go.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Let's go. Cougar 19. Roll.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Taylor again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's McCarthy to throw. Escapes the pocket. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 4th quarter lead. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
38. Buccaneers 35. Boston Cyclones
send this flying. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He's going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 4th quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers take a 4-point lead.
Buccaneers 42, Vikings 38.
The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. That's completed right side. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Going with the screen to Taylor. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
With that down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Warriors 70. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready?
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down.
60 back. Tight. 60 even. 19 right. Mustang 19. Dragon 60. Ready.
Again, McCarthy to throw. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 left, 18 Panther 11, Panther 11. Buffalo 18, 19, right here. Take over.
Back to the air, McCarthy. And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the jump.
Ball on the 16. It's 2nd and 10.
19 tight. Go.
He'll look to throw it. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Ben, even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Third down, Bucks it in the dime set defensively. Now to throw. Come here, folks, it's intercepted. Emmanuel Forbes makes the play.
Well, they're in danger of going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Hits his running back. This gets out past the 20. And this play's going to come to an end of the 27. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Give now to the running back. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry. That brings up 2nd down. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Back-to-back carries here. Inside the 40. That's the 20. He cuts it back right. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drive their lead to 11. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's out of bounds up across the 25.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Browns are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Sends this to the end zone. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.